morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. It is Tuesday. I'm feeling it. I don't know if you guys are feeling the Tuesday morning here. The terrible Tuesday has arrived, but we're going to make it. We're going to get through it. Rockadoodle Farm, happy birthday. Man, we appreciate you. Hope you have a great birthday, man. Hope God rains all his blessings on you and you get every gift that was on your list. Tammy, good morning. Good to see you this morning. Bug out Bushido in the house. What's up, man? It has begun, man. It sure has. Man, we're in for some stuff. Freaking train robberies are happening in the West again. Did you ever think we would live in an era where there were actual train robberies going on, man? When I first saw that in the news, I got like the impression of a dude on a horse with a 6-shooter with a bandana, and they're trying to get on the train and this is a stick up. Nothing that romantic though. We'll get into that. Joe Biden yesterday was giving a speech on Dr. King's birthday, but he wanted Dr. King to know what his place was in the hierarchy of martyred African American men. So we'll see where he ranks on that. And also, we're going to be looking at how the FBI has become a wing of the propaganda, and how they have no idea why an Islamic extremist terrorist would attack a Jewish synagogue. It just blows their mind. It's out of their capacity to figure that out. I mean, there's just no evidence or data that show why he would have done that. So we'll look into that too. But first, let me see who's hanging out with us this morning. The Michigander. Good morning. Good morning. Can't we all just get a bong? Hey, I'm on board. Michigander for president. Brian Griffin. Good morning. Good morning. Moonlight Gypsy. Good morning, sis. Good to see you back. So, what's going on, man? All my Canadian brothers and sisters too. I want to talk about the new law that was passed. Just want to touch on it. The heck is Trudeau doing to y'all, man? There's some weird, strange stuff going on. We're going to talk about the anti-conversion law a little bit. See if we can get some insight from you guys. Backwoods of prepping in the house. What's up, brother? Appreciate you, man. Let's see. We got Hillbilly Homesteader. What's going on, brother? What's going on, man? Eddie James, good morning. Tiger, good morning. Good to see you, sis. Brave Nation be representing. Monique in the house. We get some insights from you too, sis. Roots, Rocks, and Feathers. Good to see you this morning. Get my Faith Prepper in the house. Hey, sis. Big Mama Steph representing. Prepper Manus. What's going on with you? Southern Pride Prepper. Good morning. Good morning. Gene W. Good morning, sis. Appreciate you guys coming in this morning to hang out. You know I love y'all. Honey Bee, what's up, sis? Shalom. Rosebud. Good morning. Good morning. Serbian, what's going on with you, man? Yeah, there might be a prepper or two. You know how it is, man. You shake a bush and a prepper rolls out. Finding Kino, good morning. Sherry, good morning, sis. Joyce, good morning. Independent Mini, what's up, sis? Uh-oh, there he is. We feel safe now. What's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Alphabet soup groups are part of the problem, not the solution. Amen. We need to disband all these rogue agencies, FBI, CIA, ATF, DEA, Homeland Security, IRS, all these rogue agencies that are screwing us and have been for decades. Time to nix them, man. We don't need them. They're not serving a purpose. Good morning. Good morning. And I'm tired of paying their salaries, aren't y'all? I'm tired of taxation without representation. We need to start that. Hashtag no more taxation without representation. That'll be our call to revolt. Sage News, what's up, man? Good morning. Good to see you, brother. All right, guys. So anyway, before we touch on all that stuff, yesterday I didn't get a chance to do the feature, the channels that are doing the Ark Wildman Survival Challenge, lighting the candle. And I forgot all about it yesterday, but I have one from Rip Curl Readiness. He upped the ante a little bit after Arkansas Living came on here, man, and just mic dropped all of us in the face. Without further ado, Rip Curl readiness.
Here's the challenge. Art Wildman, that crazy old coot, anyway, he put out a challenge saying, can you start a candle with your ferrocerium rod? And as you can see, I got that one that I did the review on, or showed you guys how to make a fire braid for it, right? We haven't started any fires with it yet, but what we're going to do is we're going to take on his challenge with this Zippo ferrocerium rod, right? It's all in one, right? Just like that. Right? No cord on there. You see, I didn't use any fire cord, but I'll show you the trick to this. What you do is you get the ferrocerium rod and set it down here like this and slowly just carve off without making a spark. Slowly carve off some shavings, right? Then you take that and gather it up, pinch it, and put it on the wick and around the wick. Try and get it on the wick. There we go. One. Let's turn this like this. Come on, light. There we go. Boom. 2 candles. Take that. Woo.
Rip's always got to go the extra mile, man. Got to do 2. You had to do 2, didn't you? No, that was cool, though. Putting the shavings on there. Good idea, brother. Guys, get them in, man. Let me know if you guys do the challenge. Let me know in the comments or send me an email or something if you want to be featured. I'm gonna keep going as long as you guys are doing it. I got a couple of ready to go for this week too. But anyway, let's see. Archangel, what's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. Deborah, how about a shout out this morning to the Deep South Patriots? All right, shout them out. Shout out to the Deep South Patriots. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, so getting back to Brandon here. So yesterday, of course, they're gonna do everything they can to co-opt the name of Dr. King and everything. It's his birthday, but it's not good enough, because Dr. King was all about peace and all that stuff. But yeah, so Joe Biden had to let him know where he ranks, in the lineage of martyred African American men. The president.
But even Dr. King's assassination did not have the worldwide impact that George Floyd's death did.
Right. Yeah, he said that. The former vice president. 81 million votes, by the way. I don't know if you guys knew that. The freest and fairest, most uncorrupt election we've ever had in the history of the universe. 81 million votes. He says stuff like that, man. Seriously? I mean, what do you mean, Joe? What are you saying? The assassination of Dr. King did not have the impact on the world that George Floyd's death did. And he was saying that George Floyd was assassinated. Basically, it's what he's saying, man. My God. Sometimes it really feels like we're in an SNL skit. Back when they used to do comedy and were funny. Oh, man. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Man, I bet the world just has a ball watching him speak. But anyway, we know where we're headed. We know where we're going. So I say this all the time, and you other Carolinians and Southerners will attest to this. 1 inch of snow, a light dusting, one little sheet of ice, and we can't handle it, man. It's a lot for us to handle. And I know you guys up north, and out where it snows regularly are just shaking your heads at us. But I wanted to show this clip, man. This is what happens in the Carolinas if there's just a light dusting. So I always wonder, like, if China controls the weather, all they got to do is just put a sheet of ice and snow constantly over us, man, and we're just incapacitated. We can't handle it. But check us out. This is what happens. That's us, man. We can't handle it. Just a tiny little dusting, and we're all over the place. We're killing ourselves. We don't need it. Don't take hypersonic missiles. Just send some snow, man. It'll take us all out. Hark Living, what's up, man? Yeah, right, man. That George Floyd could give a speech, man. I tell you what, he's really had his fingers on the pulse of America, man. He knew what we were feeling, what we were thinking. Like, man, his "I have a speedball" speech blows "I have a dream" away. Yeah, the things they say, man, the way they disrespect and just wipe their feet on all the institutions and figures in America. You know, they just wipe their feet on them. They don't care anything about our country or us or what we think. But at the same time, they're completely out of touch with the majority of us, man. I mean, 81 million votes, my rump, you know. They have no clue what the majority of us think and feel. And it's going to blow up in their face soon. So anyway, getting to the freaking train robberies in Los Angeles, man. People are actually robbing trains, and there's just one corridor where like cargo trains have to stop. And they stop there for a few minutes. And when they stop, man, people come out of the woodworks. I mean, it's like they got spotters just waiting, you know. And as soon as the train stops, they just swarm it. Check it out. This is crazy.
The train is moving.
All right, so that's what they do. There's always someone grabbing TVs. Every time you see something getting looted or whatnot, there's always someone with a TV, man. It's just like the go-to. It's like muscle memory at this point. Oh, we're looting? I need a TV, you know. But anyway, you guys remember when Amazon started that thing called Amazon Go? It's where you just walk into the store and then you walk back out, but you got to have an account. And so as soon as it scans something. And so you walk through the store, you get scanned, you pick what you want, and when you walk out, the scanner scan it. You don't even have to go to a registering thing. Doesn't that look like what's going on? I think their idea caught on too well.
What's shopping look like if you could walk into a store, grab what you want, and just go? Welcome to Amazon Go. No lines, no checkouts, no registers. It's really that simple. Take whatever you like. We call it Just Walk Out technology.
I think it's catching on, man, especially in Los Angeles. I mean, they're applying Amazon Go to everything they see there. Surprised they have somebody back up a van or something to the train and unhitch it and just haul off the whole freaking train. But this is the aftermath because they've got so much time. Like the police rarely even show up, but they've got so much time when that train stops. They just open everything there and figure out what they want. Isn't that crazy? They're like a third world country or something. All the freaking cardboard. And that was after like one day. And so you see how the train will stop there. It has to do that regularly some about the train schedules, like it's a cross track going, and and there's one of those freaking 2 mile long trains going. They have to stop for each other so that they don't run into each other down the line. And the thieves know where the train's going to stop, man. It's here we are, freaking 2022, the great train robbery. Heartland, what's up, man? Good morning. GTP, what's up, dude? Good morning, good morning. But yeah, so the great train robbery is going on, and it's all due to the policies and whatnot in California, of course. And this is just a symptom of what's been going on for the past year under this administration. We know that. Like Bushido said earlier, it has begun. This is just the beginning. I went to the grocery store yesterday just to pick up some odds and ends. We needed some bread and some eggs. Went to the bread aisle. I was just there Wednesday. We did our big month shopping buy, and the bread was full. Now this could be due to because how people panic buy essentials when there's a big storm coming, but the bread shelves were basically empty. The only thing that was left was like a few loaves of like the 100% whole wheat, and how if you look underneath the shelf in the back, there'll be something that someone didn't notice, and so I was able to get the actual kind that I like. But in the meat aisles, like it's just normal actually to go to Walmart and certain shelves will be empty, and then the next day they won't be or something like that. But it never used to be like that, and I think this is all just a beginning. I think it's going to continue to grow. We know all about the shortages and the supply chain issues that's going on, especially if we watch the Sage News Network, because they stay up on it, man. But this happened over the weekend. Well, first the police do show up sometimes, and they'll kind of chase them off, but they don't really go for an arrest. Because what's the point? Because when this first started, they would arrest people. They would literally be back on the tracks that day, stealing again. And so, the cops are pretty impotent there. So I'll show that. But one of the trains derailed the other day, right in that spot too, man.
It's on 2 fucking tracks.
Yeah. Freaking derailed. And you have to wonder if they did it. They left something on the track to cause it to derail like that. Because they pretty much run. There's got to be like some kingpin dude, some gangster who's like the kingpin over this, who's in control of the goods and stuff that comes off those trains now. Ghetto, what's up, man? Good morning. We're just talking about the great train robbery. But anyway, it's just the beginning. I really believe that. Bushido hit it on the head, man. It's people. Once you tell folks that we're not going to punish you for doing wrong, this is what happens. There are no consequences really for them, and the cops aren't even trying. You saw that, and I was watching one video on it, and they're interviewing a guy who lived close to there, and he was saying that the LAPD really doesn't even show up anymore. But who did show up was like the whatever the train company is there, like their little local police would show up there, and that would be it. But nothing's going to happen to these folks. But we knew that. We've seen the shoplifting videos. We've seen why Walgreens is closing down in the state of California. Other stores too are moving. They're like, man, it's just not worth it for us to be here at all. I mean, why don't we just ship merchandise and just drop it from the air? Why even have a store? And now imagine, what if trains stop going through there? It's like, okay, we can't afford to go through Los Angeles. We're losing like 60 to 70% of our merchandise on the way there. And some of it's just stuff like Amazon packaging. I saw one video, there were just like the Amazon packages, like the boxes and the cardboard with their logo on it. That's all it was. There was just crates and crates of that, and that's why a lot of that cardboard and stuff was everywhere. I bet the thieves were pissed when they opened up boxes and there was more boxes inside. That would have been hilarious. But yeah, here we are. So anyway, to touch on the FBI thing, man, how we were talking about their rogue agencies and all that stuff. You guys have heard about the shooting in the synagogue in Texas. Not the shooting, but the hostage situation where he had 10 people, I think it was, in the synagogue, and they were asking for his demands, and what he wanted was one of his fellow terrorists. She's like a nuclear physicist or something, and she tried to kill a bunch of officers and soldiers in Afghanistan. They're both Pakistani, and I can't remember the name of the terrorist group that they're a part of. But during her trial, the lady said, I want all the jurors tested to make sure there is no Zionist blood in them at all. No Jewish blood at all. She fired her lawyer because he was Jewish. She's like, I don't. It's a conspiracy. The Jews control everything. She's like, the judge is a Jew. Like, she didn't want nothing to do with anybody. But he wanted her to be released. All right. So the FBI comes on the scene, and they're trying their best. They're just trying their damnedest, man, to make sure that there's no Islamophobia. A lot of the media outlets were reporting that it was a British guy because he is from Great Britain, but he's Pakistani. And yeah, they did everything they could not to say he was Muslim, you know, or from Pakistan or any of those things. Keywords to let us know, oh, you mean a terrorist? Got you. So I think one reporter said a man with a British accent. That was how they described this gentleman, a man with a British accent. And some of them, before they knew anything, were blaming it on white supremacists. They didn't even know anything at all. But anyway, Stinchfield has a good take on it.
I have come to the conclusion the FBI needs to be disbanded, broken up, and rebuilt. For a while now, it has become clear the FBI favors fighting the left's political battles over fighting crime.
We do believe from our engagement with this subject that he was singularly focused on one issue, and it was not specifically related to the Jewish community, but we're continuing to work to find motive.
Not related to the Jewish community. This is our FBI? So let me spell this out. An Islamic terrorist travels to America to take Jewish hostages on the Sabbath, no less, and then demand the release of another terrorist who wanted her jurors' DNA tested to remove them from the jury pool if they had, quote, Zionist or Israeli backgrounds. And the FBI can't determine a motive here? Give me a break. These political games and even cover-ups need to stop. The FBI clearly now takes its cues from the left-wing media and the likes of, well, Michigan's left-wing attorney general, who before any facts were known, tried to blame the hostage situation on right-wing extremist groups.
We were seeing an exponential rise in hate crimes and an exponential rise in the formation and the membership of these extremist organizations, many of which are white supremacy organizations, and they traffic in hatred against Jews and other minorities.
Those dang Islamic Pakistani white supremacists. You know, if they would just be honest and just tell us the truth, man, stop. They put their spin on it so much that when we find out the truth, we're like, well, they just blatantly lied again. Instead of just being honest and telling us the truth and try to protect some narrative that has been blown to smithereens such a long time ago. But yeah, I like the way GTP said it. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't say, oh, he's a darkly tanned Caucasian man. Obviously a neo-Nazi. But I mean, we know what Islamic extremists, not every Muslim in the world, okay? Most of them are not extremists, but the ones that are hate Israel. They hate the Jewish people. So that's all you had to say. He was an Islamic extremist. I said, oh, okay, so that's why he went to the synagogue. I mean, it was Texas. I don't know anything about the Jewish community in Texas. I don't know how many synagogues there are there. But if he was just trying to take someone hostage, he went way out of his way, you know, to find that place. So, yeah, corrupt, disbanded, that would be amazing. That would be amazing if something could happen to cause all of our federal agencies to be exposed as corrupt from the root, and we just disband all of them. That would be wonderful. That'd be amazing. Viva la revolution. So anyway, we're there, and they're continuing the narrative. Even Joe Biden gave a speech, and he was talking about the guy, and they're asking why did he attack the Jewish synagogue? And he's like, oh, we don't know. We just don't know. There's no evidence. We have no idea. He was just focused on one thing, you know, hating and killing the Jews. I mean, no, not that. You know, and people are coming out writing articles about it and saying, get ready to hear a bunch of Islamophobia. It's like, dude, come on, man. You taking up for the guy now? Anyway, but I mean, the man lost his life. It was not clear if he took his own life or if law enforcement killed him. So anyway, I mean, it is in the book. It is in the Quran to hate all infidels. I hear you, sis. Yeah, right. Wouldn't that be just like the FBI too? So, because now that they've put the narrative out, if they interview the guy or anything, say, oh yeah, I was there because, you know, we hate the Jews and we want to kill them all. He said, oh, we can't have that. I think you should resist us. Anyway, all right. So moving on to Canada now. I was running out of time. So Canada passed this law, and you Canadians can help us out here, man. Trudeau is just like, I don't even know why. Like, is the majority of people in Canada lost their mind that they're asking for these laws to be passed? These weird, strange laws, like the anti-conversion law, man. It's not just illegal. I mean, there is serious punitive damage. I mean, 5 years in prison if you get caught doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But I was checking it out yesterday on Matt Walsh show, and he had a clip of this lady in Canada with her kids. And basically the kid spills the beans that his mom is constantly trying to convert him into be LGBTQ plus IA, you know, asterisk sign, semicolon, hashtag. And to me, isn't that conversion? But the anti-conversion is only in one way. Like, I think the law said something like, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, that you can't influence anyone in any way to be cisgendered or heterosexual. But if you're going to encourage them to be part of the LGBTQ community, that's good. You can do that. But if you get caught going the other direction, it's 5 years in prison. That's pretty harsh, man. I don't understand the atmosphere there. So maybe you guys can help us out on that. GTP, Monique, what's the feeling of most of Canadians about these weird laws that keep getting passed? But anyway, check out this mom who's influencing her kids to be this, and why? Is it a fad? Is it a trend? Why would you try to force your kids to be this?
People that aren't like serial killers like Ted Bundy.
Does your mom say you have to be LGBT? No, I think she's what I want to be, but
Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead. Keep talking. Say what you're saying.
my mom doesn't matter if I am gay or lesbian or any of that. She doesn't care. All she cares about is that I'm a part of it. And if I'm not a part of it, she'll try to convince me to join it.
What? Are you saying right now?
Facts.
That I would convince you to join what?
The LGBTQIA+.
Wow. Yeah, so she got called out on her little TikTok thing there by her kid for trying to force him to be something. Because he said, even if I'm not, she's going to try to talk me into being it. Isn't that conversion? Where's the anti-conversion law against that in that direction? I don't know. I agree, sis. It is. Trudeau is also now putting warnings on only Bibles. Putting warnings on the Bibles? Why? Yeah, GTP, man, you're living the dream, man. You're out there, aren't you? Doing your homestead thing. Like whatever's going on in the greater Canada. I'm glad you folks are out there, brother. That's the dream. To be off the grid, living on your own. Oh, really? Is that I guess that was the one with the green hair. So that was a daughter. Wow. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, but that's strange, man. So anyway, we're almost out of time. I try to do this segment whenever I can. Reasons for Jesus to return, or for the aliens to go ahead and invade, whatever you believe in, whatever your apocalyptic views are, whatever your faith is, whatever prophecies need to be fulfilled, it's time for me. It's time for Jesus to come back. Because there's some crazy. It's still January 2022, man. And every day the weirdest articles come out about the weirdest stuff. And let me see. Right, Heartland? I know, man. It's like it's mass hysteria, some of this stuff. But anyway, here's some headlines. Just from my perspective, it's time, man. It's time for this to end. Time to go, guys. Time to go. I hope you guys have a great day. It's already been a great Tuesday for me. Before I leave, let me say, Prepper Plumber, I see you, brother. Good morning. I hope y'all have a great day. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning for the morning reload, man. Let's get out there. Let's change the culture. Let's fight back. Let's push back. And as always, let's be prepared. God bless.
The end.
Dun, dun, dun.